Token Mando. Alrighty, on today's show, we're gonna start talking about some fun stuff. Um, I don't have my usual mic in, so this is gonna be kind of an interesting show. However, we've got some fun shoutouts today. We've got a couple of our favorite glassblowers here for you guys on the show. Just their art, not them themselves. I wish we could have gotten them on the show, but it is what it is. For our special show on Friday, um, what's happening? Happy Wednesday, my friend. Uh, so for our special show on Friday, we're not gonna actually be having that one, unfortunately. Um, Due to some scheduling conflicts with the Grateful Shed, we won't be having that video till next Saturday. So we still will be having them on the show. It's just not going to be till next Saturday. All right, so without any ado, I'm trying to get my mouse set up and get the show's comments working across all of our stuff. And here we go. All right. As I said, happy Sunday, or Saturday. It's our Wednesday. I'm on a different schedule apparently, but yeah, happy Wednesday, everybody. So we got our Indy glass piece, right? We've been using this for quite some time. Indy has some amazing work you will see throughout the show. Um, he also does pivot tops as well, and I think he also said he's working on some very amazing proxy pieces, just depending. He's got some very awesome equipment that he does make for really whatever for dabbing. He also makes some other fun like rigs and pieces and all that. So we're gonna pop off Indy's piece and go put it on our other mat right over here, off to the side. This is very gratefully brought to you by the Grateful Shed. Thank you again to you guys for, all the hard work that you guys do and provide. This is made by Conrad. This is our Michael Conrad. I almost forgot to grab this off of here. And check that out. That's kind of a cool little piece for the top. Got some wind going outside. That's cool. Looks like a little. Well, we got an interesting storm going on outside. I already loaded this guy, so we got some stuff in here, some fun stuff. Oh, and I put it on Super Hat, so it's going to be a fun hit. So yeah, this is brought to you by the Grateful Shed. Thank you guys to you guys again, and all your guys' awesome and hard work. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do very much of the show without you guys. Wow. Not putting it all together. Oh, there it is. We're approaching into 420. Woo! That was very delicious. So that was the first one to start off with. We just had to change it to the new Conrad piece. I forget the actual name of his full glasswork and stuff. But yeah. Let's grab something different out. Well, hello there. I hope you're enjoying the day. Wow. So we're not doing our normal show tonight. I'm pretty booked out and pretty busy tonight. But we are going to be bringing more, as I said, more work onto the show. And we got this one by Conrad Glass. A little dirty. Sorry about that, guys. But by Indie Glass. And Bajra Glass. Oh, I almost forgot to put this on. Here for all our viewers on our Rumble. There's kind of a multitude of mics around here, so you actually can, so we can try to get better audio. All right. So as I was saying, let's get some water into this piece. I had a water bottle. We haven't hit the pivot in forever on the show. As you guys are seeing, we kind of got a little bit of multitudes we're doing here on the show today. All right. Now we got this one filled with some water as well. I think we got all of our rigs that require water filled. We should do this more often before the show, but hey, it is what it is. Happens, even to the best of us. All right, as I was saying, I wanted something fun. Let's grab this stuff here from Grizzly. This is super, super flavorful and tasty. And it doesn't take a very big hit to load into this device, which is kind of interesting how that works. Cheers. I haven't hit the Vajra piece here, this Vajra piece here in a while. We don't have our other Vajra piece on the other piece, but I figured with our Puffco stuff, which just bring out some of his older stuff that he has done for us, which is fairly freaking awesome, I will say. Cheers. Oh wow, that's tasty. That's that Grizzly Pine stuff. That candy Kush. That's delicious. Whether it's in flour or in oil form, that's really good. Going from one smaller to from the bigger size chamber to a smaller size chamber, that does mess with me a little. I kind of wish, which I do know they make it, but I wish there was a bigger version of this chamber. Oh, thank you, thank you. Reading the comments right over here on our little thing. All right. Let's load this bad boy up. All right. That's great. I know how that one goes. That's nice. You know, this Dr. Dabber Switch, as much as I love this device, this thing hits like a truck. So I have to go to my other Puffco, and then I have to set it up hotter to make it equalize this. I think if Puffco had a bigger, like a slightly bigger chamber than the XL, which if they're watching the video they made where it was a bigger chamber, that was fire. That would be fire for these devices. Because I can load the same size as I would in here. Woo. But it does need to be cleaned more often. So that's one thing I will say about the Dr. Dabber. It is glass. That's the other thing. Glass on the inside and all that. But the one thing that is kind of the same for the Dr. Dabber and the Puffco is about the same amount of water that I would have in my Puffco, that I would have in my Dr. Dabber. But all in all, I use my Puffco for the portability aspect. So when we're going and doing the show, I sometimes can't bring this big device, this big Loki. This is a big device, not this is designed to look and feel like a product you would have in your house. But with Puffco, it's tiny. First off, I'm able to take this most places. I wouldn't be able to take my normal Peak. My Dr. Dabber. Like this just fits in my pocket for most of my like vest pockets and stuff like that. Like even the Conrad piece that's on here, which I know that's a durable piece, including the 2K glass, I think, carb cap. I love this thing. You know, it's got a good feel to it. It's got a good weight to it. I wish Dr. Dabber had a slightly smaller version of this, but I'm glad Puffco exists because without this, I wouldn't have been able to do this show. We started with this device, crazily enough. All right, bada bing, bada boom. Let's put some stuff in here and start again. And we're gonna put the proxy up next. Man, I'm excited. It looks like, yeah, but it smacks like a beast. Oh, shoot. Almost put it on too high a setting. Cheers, everybody. Yeah. That one hit hard. Whew. Oh man, that's good. I'm gonna have to text the artist and say the piece looks good and hits really awesome. See if he remembers. Whew. I do like how this one's almost a straight up. Looks like, yeah, that's funny. Whew. Whew. It's almost time for our back to the pivot. Whew. Let's hit a cartridge. Swapping out one of the pieces to the show's equipment. Looks like that piece is done charging. Now we got full audio back. All right. We got the next one. Another Vajra piece, as I said. It's one of my favorite pieces by Vajra Glass. I just love how this hits, how it fits under the helmet. Also reminds me of a really good buddy of mine's piece, one of his pieces that I've always loved. It's too cold. You know, it's really nice getting all of our shows of computer equipment back up and running again. Whenever there's a button I can switch between the other two computers for it. All right. Pretty good one. Cheers again. It's fun doing a little bit of back and forth on these hits. And for the Indie Glass and for the Conrad Glass, you can get those down at the Grateful Shed. If you're looking to get something nice for your piece, or even get a nice piece, they got some really fun stuff over there. And great prices. I can't mention and go to full detail on that, but man, they got some good stuff. And I look forward to next Saturday. I do have to do like a redo on the post for our announcements. It's all going to be next week. But looking really forward to that and seeing how that goes. Can't wait to see Nine Pipes. Can't wait to see all of their stuff. Can't wait to talk to them and bring them on the show. That's going to be really, really epic. You will be able to see that across almost all of our platforms. And yeah, it's going to be really exciting. I can't wait for you guys to see it. All right, back to this. A couple hits off of that. Oh. Whew. That was a hard-hitting hit. Now, we've been smoking on the same strain from Grizzly Pines. and a little bit of this Quaking Aspen stuff. We've been throwing that through primarily our Dr. Dabber here. And I'm enjoying the sesh. This is some good product. Like I'm feeling it. Let's hit that the Puffco again, I think. Man, this is some really good product. I'm feeling so good from this. I feel loose. Ah, this is lovely. Now, we do have some fun shorts coming up. And I'm super, super excited about that. It's going to be pretty epic. There we go. I had to get the comments back up and running again. All right. To our next hit. I'm having a lot of fun with this Puffco. We're going to get some more Dr. Dabber stuff, some more glass for it. That's coming up from Vajra Glass, who does make quite a few of our rigs here on the show. We just have the simple one in for traveling purposes. We have a pretty nice big studio here in Montana, so we try to be here as much as we can. Had to tilt down the screen for our other platform there. There we go. There we go. Camera angle's looking a little better. Anyways. Alright. Let's take another hit off the Puffco this time. It's going to be epic. It's going to be awesome. I'm excited. However, again, that would be the only thing I think I would change on my Puffco. If they made a bigger coil that just went up to maybe right here, just so they have a deeper reservoir, that to me, I think would be really key for the next Puffco. Like atomizer. I do love how they both work on the apps. I think this one's slightly bit better at tracking its heat. And the Puffco, I think that one does track its heat pretty well, so it stays at constant position. But I wish it had like a ramp down effect. That would be really epic if it had like this big epic ramp down effect. If they added that into Puffco arsenal there. Like, or it went like really hot, really fast, and then, or it just, yeah, it went cooled down real fast through that effect. So it gives you like that glass feel. I think that would be one thing I would add as a setting onto Puffco. Other than that, I love how these hit. Same with the Dr. Dabber. Same with the Pivot. Same with the Proxy. I love how all of those hit. That's all Puffco's line right there. The Puffco Peak is the Puffco Peak is my favorite device. Same goes with the Dr. Dabber Switch 2. Those are my two favorite devices at the current moment. I love using both of those for the show for how we test. Like right now, we're gonna hit this again, and it makes it so much easier to do or to use with the way we test. Cheers, everybody. Man, this is good. Whew. So next week we have the week of reviews. So we've got some fun things going on. On our last show, I kind of mentioned them a little bit. We have the Grateful Shed this next Saturday now. We have Nine Pipes on this next Wednesday show. We have the very awesome people from Orchard on this coming Saturday. And then on the 30th, we have the people from In the Trees, and I'm so excited. We've got these coming up, nailed down. And as you know, we do have to sometimes reschedule for things because that's how life is. It's not always easy. So, yeah, you guys, thank you guys for coming out today. By the way, we're gonna take a couple more rips off this little cartridge, and I think we're gonna call it a day. So, I do look forward to all of these different things that are going to be going on the show. So if you guys are watching, remember to give this a like, a share, a follow. Really helps out the show. Really helps out the show grow. So peace and much love. Till the next time. I'll see you guys soon. But I'm gonna take one more rip, and we're gonna be done. Do a little bit of a blinker. And yeah, I'll see you guys here soon on the next one. Sorry.